I'm feeling some sort of way, dog. Looking all kinds of fresh, she licking all kinds of lips. Better not play with cash, I'm pulling up kinda threatening.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to What Do You Bring to the Table? I'm your host, Igama Nisbongong Tabilitao, aka Tabs Matelik Tabis, and today I have a very good friend of mine. You guys probably know him as Godfather, but I know him as Sizwe Khumbuza.
What's good, man?
I'm Gucci, and you?
Easy.
Hey, you told me the other day, Khuri, you have a flunyana, you know?
Yeah, man. But I'm good now.
You're good now.
Yeah.
It's that season. Like, you just go on your statuses and you check, hey, everyone is getting the flu. Cape Town, Joburg, everyone is getting the flu.
It's change of season, man.
You know?
So it's something that's...
You gotta be like me, stronger than a horse. That's quality. You never get sick.
Up until,
You know, so everybody knows you from the hit show Uzalo, and you played the character of Godfather.
Yeah.
You know, so tell us about your character, Godfather, and how you connected with the character.
You know, it's so crazy. It was actually an audition that was sent to my brother. You know, I've got a twin brother, by the way.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Eh?
Yeah.
So he got the audition and he was like, I'm not feeling, changing locations, moving to Durban and shooting that side. So I was like to him, hey man, I've never auditioned for Staying Class. Let me do it. I want to do it. You know, can we just record it quick? And it was during the whole COVID pandemic and where we did self-tapes and all that stuff. So I was like to him, hey, give it to me. Let me record it and then we'll take it from there. I think it was on a Tuesday. I recorded a self-tape. I sent it through. My agent called me on a Thursday. They're like, oh, they like you. You're actually one of the people they're actually considering. And they said they'll give me an answer by Friday. And I was like, either way, whatever you say, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Because it was my brother's audition.
Anyway, so for you, it was like a kind of a throwaway type of thing?
For me, it was like I was just planting a seed for the next Hostel. You know, I wanted to get Hostel.
Yeah.
I love that vibe. I was like, okay, let me get my, just something in.
Something a prep nyana so that people can see what type of characters you can pull off. Yeah.
And luckily enough, that character that they wanted was a thug. You know? So I was like, I can pull this off. And then come Friday, didn't get no answer. I was like, man, it's cool.
It's the industry.
Me being me, I just carried on with my weekend things,
And I know those weekend things. Hey, we partied, eh?
Come Saturday, bro. I think it was around 2:00. Then my agent called me. He's like, hey, man, you got the part. You start on Monday. I'm like, yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that. I'm like, oh, okay.
So at the time, you were in Joburg, most now.
I was in Joburg. Yeah, I was based this side. So, come Sunday, took a flight down to Durban, stay with some family. And then Monday was my first day on set. And it was quite awkward. And the reason I say awkward is because I didn't get time to prep for the character. I auditioned for it, but from Monday till Friday, I didn't give myself more energy because I was like, I didn't really think I was going to get it.
And why is that though?
Because it was my brother's audition, and I had other intentions for the
But you look exactly like your brother. So
no. The reason I'm saying that is because intentionally I just wanted them to have a tape of me. For other things coming up. So I didn't think they're gonna want me for this character. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, wow, okay, cool.
I think what you're saying right now is that because you didn't have enough time to prepare, I think us as South African actors, we would appreciate if they tell us a week in advance, you got the character.
True.
Then they give you an entire scope as to who the character is. So you can prepare instead of telling you. They can even tell you on the day. But hey, you got the role, we need you in at like 3.
Imagine, And
then you still, they're like, okay, what must I do?
That's when it's not really good. But that's when Tabile borrows, to the character. Like, hey man, have a bit of me then. Of which it's not really nice because then when it comes to like another show that they urgently want you, Tabile shows up again.
Exactly.
Because he doesn't have time to prepare for the whole thing.
So then it makes you seem like you're a persona actor instead of a character actor.
You know?
Yes.
But it's the industry we're in right now. And there's this lady I love so much. Her name is Florence Mashebe. She's contributed so much in my career. She calls it the sausage factory. We literally...
You guys know what the sausage factory is, right?
So
why did she call it the sausage factory?
Because everything happens so quick and so fast. There's no time to, to breathe and be aware of what you're contributing to this beautiful project we're trying to take out.
Yes.
It's like it gets commissioned now. People get cast now. And they start shooting now. They need to rush to finish the whole thing now. There's no time to.
Time is the biggest constraint in our industry. So you think if we had more time, we would produce more quality content?
True.
Nah.
True.
Yes.
But without digressing from Godfather, I love the character because for me, I come from a background where, things go down in the streets and stuff. So it wasn't so hard to draw from those experiences because it's like you just take yourself down memory lane and what happened growing up, and then you're like, oh, okay, I can use that. That's a good reference. I'm like, oh, okay, I remember that. So you borrow from those type of moments.
Khulele eKasi?
Yeah.
Which Kasi?
ePeguzulu in Fred. I'm born and bred from Fred, KwaZulu Natal.
Yeah, KwaZulu Natal. Hey, Kasi life,
I love it.
You love it, man?
I love it, bro. It's vibrant, bro.
Yeah.
Kasi is vibrant.
Yes.
And like the burbs, bro.
The burbs is quiet. Your store is 2 kilometers away.
Yeah,
My friend will laugh because
the minute you step out, there's a vibe outside.
Like your Makota, Axel, we wash, all of those. Yeah.
And as black people, we are community-based people.
Yes, we are.
And once we separate ourselves from the community, we can't deal. That's how some of us go crazy, some of us lose our minds, some of us go into depression because we are community-based people.
Yes.
So I love Kasi.
As much as you love Kasi, there are a lot of American artists who say that as soon as you make it out of the hood, make sure you leave because the people there, they want to bring you down. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, the whole reason they want to live is they want to leave is because I guess we still have the whole idea of not uplifting each other as black people. So Tabulu no more would Sizwe got a role. And because he wanted the role. But he doesn't understand that if Sizwe gets the role, he can actually put in a word for Tabile.
Exactly. We don't see that.
We don't see that, bro. And it's sad. It's sad. And that's the only reason why people want to move out of the hood, because of jealousy.
Yeah, basically.
But for me, luckily enough, when I was young, my parents bought a house in the burbs. So it was those type of things where...
So you done a daily commute to the Kasi. Like, hey.
I love my gran. Well, she passed on, but I love the 2 bits. So every time I get a chance, I'd visit her. So that's where I grew up, basically. But my cousins, there was a vibe.
Yes, sir.
But fortunately enough, for my parents to get another house, so it gave me an opportunity to see things in 2 perspectives.
Yeah.
So, okay, all right.
These are the opposite spectrums of life, Ekasi, and then in the suburb and all of that. So Uzalo, it brought the limelight to KZN.
Yeah.
With their storyline. So what is your relationship with KZN television?
Man, when I started on the show, they told me that, Sizwe, best believe it, your life's gonna change after this. I'm like, come on guys, this is not my first show, relax.
I love that line, your life is gonna change. Okay.
And it did, dog. Like from the first episode when it aired, the next day when I was supposed to be on set, I was driving out with my sister and some school kids were walking by and they're like, it's him, it's Godfather. And I'm like, it's only a day, guys. Like, come on. But KZN has so much love, man. KZN has so much love. I literally can, attest and say they've shown me with so much love, and I've grown as an artist because of how they appreciate my art and stuff. And funny enough,
It's a good driving force when
it's
people
a good,
appreciate what you can do, nah?
It's a tap on the shoulder to say that,
Yeah.
hey man,
You're doing the right thing.
Doing the right thing. Because half of the time as artists, we question our abilities as well, because you don't see yourself when you perform. You only perform.
You are the one who's performing. Yes.
So when people resonate with that and can see the truth in what you're trying to portray, it's always a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah.
So KZN has so much love. Even right now, it's just crazy. Even after like 4 characters after, people say, hey, Godfather, Godfather. So like,
it's the most memorable, noticeable character.
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
my father thoroughly enjoyed your character of
Really?
Godfather.
Oh, shit,
and he
man.
still watches Uzalo religiously.
Props, man. Yeah, man.
Where did you receive your training? In KZN or Johannesburg? Or you were just like, hey, ki superstar, I'll just rock up on set and show people what I can do?
No, it was a journey, bro. It was a whole journey. I matriculated in 2010 and decided to come to...
Where was I? 2010?
Umdala.
Umdala, mama. I was like 11.
So I decided to come to Joburg with my brother, but we had the idea of doing modeling because we played sports and we played rugby, so we used to go to the gym, we had the physique and all that stuff. So our whole idea was to, become models.
Yeah.
But fortunately enough, while we were studying UJ, we used to do auditions on the side. Our agents would get us auditions, and then we came across a whole lot of artists, that contributed to our,
Your craft.
Our craft. From your Kiwawas to Talita Ndima to Opem Chipisi, who's a casting director right now, and to Florence myself. There's a whole lot of people who contributed to it because they saw the
raw talent.
The raw talent,
Yes,
and they tried to harness it in different type of ways. So I put in work, bro, from 2011, and I got my first gig in 2016.
Sure.
So I did put in the work. It's more or less the same time someone spends in school, but I spent it in
the industry.
Game itself. So I,
learning on the job type of
learning on the
beat.
job, and it's harder, but you learn quicker.
Yes, because you're on your feet.
You're on your feet. That's why I applaud people like your directors like Zolani Parate, your Alex Yazbergs, your Tabo Kambole,
Yes,
those
sir.
are the people who contributed to who I am right now, as a confident actor.
Yeah, look
I'm
at
a
you,
performer,
man.
Yeah.
Kalama iPhone, man. Ding, 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 ding.
Ish, ngathi,
You know what, Imali?
they can hear.
But
You're talking about us, nigga.
you're name dropping us on what do you bring to the table type of beats. Look at you now. Since you are on Uzalo, right, another hit show that is focused on the crime element. I'm always questioning this, like, why is it that in order to make a hit show in South Africa that the audience actually, they gravitate towards? Why does it have to be centered around crime? And what is your take on that?
It's the easiest thing they can relate to, bro. If you look at post apartheid eras, there was violence, especially for the older generation. Luckily, I was born in a
time where there was reform was happening. Yes,
I heard about the stories from my parents where it was quite severe. I remember my mother telling me a story when cops were looking for my uncle, and because he was also in the political
struggle type vibe,
and they threw tear gas inside the house, and me and my brother.
Sorry, I just had a picture of a movie now, just like a tear gas in the house. Get down on the ground.
It was crazy, bro. So people relate easier to violence because it's been in our history for the longest time.
Yes.
So it's so easy to tell a violent story as opposed to, portraying something like Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because they got their freedom
long time ago.
Not that it got there easy, but we still, we've got how many years now? 22 years into a new democratic country.
Yeah.
That's still young, bro.
Yeah.
That's very young. So we
Younger
still
than me. Dimdala, guys. Dimdala. I'm like Sizwe. I'm old. Okay? My back is caving in.
Yeah, so I get that, but I think it's time now we need to evolve from that. You know, we get
Yes.
it. We come from the apartheid era. We come from struggles. We come from, you know,
Our
broken
people, in order to
homes.
hustle, they need to commit crime
You
and
know,
all of that. Yeah.
We need to start motivating each other with positive energy.
Yes.
You know, I'm all about energy. And television is the easiest way to affect people's energy, bro.
Yes.
You know, because once you watch, your mind sort of like tunes into the whole thing. Subliminally, you are actually teaching me how to, you know, maneuver around the world.
Yes.
You know, but the more violence you portray, the more violence you're going to get because
That's
you're
true.
influencing what I see every day.
And it kind of contributes. It makes it seem like crime does actually pay. You know, AKA has this line on jealousy in a city where crime do pay. Something like that. And I was like, as much as you listen to your parents and be like, yeah, no, guys, the life of crime, it doesn't pay. But then you look at South
Then you
Africa.
then you look at Thabo Bester, bro.
Hey,
He's a multi, bro.
my Twitter, I've literally logged off Twitter at least for this whole week because all I see is Thabo Bester, Dr. Nandipa, Thabo Bester. Like, guys, where's the, you know, something else that is trending? But it's
Yeah.
just their story all the time.
It shows that how much power crime has in
Yes.
South Africa. But we need to change the narrative, bro.
Completely.
We need to change
like you
the
said, we need to experiment with different genres. And even though we do experiment with different genres,
Yeah.
Our audience has a tendency of, instead of trying to criticize constructively, they try to tear it down.
True.
Because, I mean, Blood Psalms is in the type of genre that he's doing. It's revolutionary for South African cinema and
Yeah,
television.
yeah.
But not a lot of people are going to gravitate towards that.
Towards that
Why?
energy,
Because it
true.
lacks the element of crime. And they would have a tendency to say, oh no, Blood Psalms is probably just copying Game of Thrones or it's copying Vikings. But then why do you guys watch those shows? You enjoy it so much, but you can't watch the South African version of it. It's because of that crime that we like to experience on television.
True, very true. But I actually appreciate what Blood Psalms did.
Yes.
Because they're the first to actually put out something like that.
Shout
And
out to
it's
Jamil, man.
No, shout out Jamil, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you are opening the envelope, you know.
Yeah.
You are teaching South Africans to step out of their minds a bit. you know.
Yeah.
Get creative.
And
Be
that
tired
man
of-
gets budget, Papa.
You know.
100 million. I was like,
know.
yeah. 100 mil for an experimental idea.
Bro. But that's when you know that people trust your work.
Yeah.
You know, and they believe in the type of narrative you can. He's still gonna get another 100
Yeah, I know he
million.
is.
Definitely,
He is.
because
He is.
they trust in his vision. You know,
And what he can do.
mistakes are okay, bro. If it doesn't turn out the way you wanted it at first, try again.
Exactly.
You know, you can't judge him based on the first time.
Yeah.
No, come on, man.
You know.
Like, who's ever judged you based on your first attempt?
My first gig, I was like, hey, but I'm going to do it again.
You know.
And the more you do it and the more you want to become better,
True,
that's when it starts happening.
true.
You know, when I sent you these questions, you were like, damn, man, you were going in. You're going in. And I know this question is kind of out of pocket. It's kind of out of pocket, but at no point are we condoning any criminal activity whatsoever. Please, we are not doing that. But what crime do you think you could, you know, just turn a blind eye to? Like, yeah. No, it's fine. Doesn't matter.
Land repossession without compensation.
You think that's criminal?
And you know, to add on it, let them go to Kasi as well. Yeah, I'll definitely turn a blind eye to them.
To that crime.
I see nothing.
I see absolutely
You say,
nothing.
what happened to the
I got
minority?
loads of it.
I don't know nothing.
I got loads of my response to that is it's kind of very out of pocket because the consequences are quite detrimental to the society.
True.
As it is. The crime that I wouldn't say it's okay or anything because it's not. but I do kind of have like a blind eye towards it's drug dealing. The reason why I say drug dealing is because the victims come to you. You don't be like you don't enact the violence or anything that's bad upon them. They come to you. If it's not drug dealing, it's also politics. That is like the best criminal activity you can be in.
Like
politics.
It's what's ruling South Africa right now. So, and hence I'm saying the land repossession thing, bro. Like if you just try and date back to what they did to us, bro, it's crazy.
It's criminal.
Imagine right now you in your posy, chilling nicely, you know.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden,
Show Uzalo,
get
guys.
out, get out, and like, okay, bro,
And
what's
then-
good? And then they're like, no, we've got a new home for you, and I've got a shack for you. There's no proper irrigation system. There's nothing.
In your own house.
In
your own house.
bro,
In your own kitchen.
bro.
They tell you you're gonna eat the leftovers of your own food.
No way, bro. That was. So I want them to taste that as well.
Nah.
Yeah, get a taste of that and then come back and say black people are lazy.
We actually not.
We're not, bro.
We built everything.
You imagine.
You the architect. We
Yes.
just built everything.
And given you are the architect because you stole our ideas.
Every single thing.
Every single thing, bro.
Every single thing. You know, I heard a rumor on set. The reason why Nipsey Hussle was killed.
Yeah.
Do you think it's true?
I think it is true, bro. Because have you watched the movie with Lorraine London and Jonah Hill? I forgot.
Yeah, You People. No. Is it You
Yeah,
People?
yeah, You People.
Yeah, You People
They
with Eddie
name
Murphy.
dropped that as well.
Yeah.
Like how Nipsey got killed for... you know,
Because he had a documentary of a Ghanaian doctor who
Yeah.
found the cure
Yeah.
for AIDS, HIV AIDS.
Selby.
And they were like, baga.
Yeah. You guys should definitely go check it out. If you've never heard about Dr. Selby, go on YouTube and check it out.
Yeah.
He's very informative. Like, he talks about life in general, but it's so basic that even a child can understand that, bro. You know, for example, like mucus causes all types of sicknesses.
Yeah.
You know, in order to eliminate mucus, you need to eliminate food that's very high in acid. You know, because there's this acidity and there's alkaline. The more you get closer to alkaline, they call it God. You know,
Yeah.
the God type of food.
Yeah.
The more alkaline it is, the more healthier it is for you.
Yeah.
The more you...
Stop drinking Coca-Cola. Needs acid, pa. Talking to a lot of you people, especially you. every day I rock
Every
up
day.
here drinking Coke. I'm like, Papa, you gotta relax.
Get more water, bro.
Water.
More water.
Nah, water's
Alkaline
where it's
water,
at.
bro. Not that tap water. That tap water is gonna kill you.
Not Cape Town tap water though. Shout out.
Is it alkaline?
Asazi about it, but it's clean. It's a mini Europe, so you can trust
Have you
it.
have you tested the pH level?
But we don't have those scientific sets there. Hurry, we're gonna test the water and all of those
You
things.
see, you don't want to test, but you're willing to consume it. So you're willing to die, eh?
We all gotta die someday. Not now. Not now.
No.
We are not
no,
bringing
no,
that
no.
energy here.
Let's just make generational wealth
First,
then we
and
can
that is
say-
so key.
Yeah.
You know, that is so key to start off with making generational wealth before you actually even die.
Yeah, bro.
Like you mentioned now that you have a twin brother, Mos,
Yeah.
now, and you all started this Shandis with with the modeling and everything. Like you said, you also grew up Ekasi. So what was life like growing up with a twin Ekasi?
You know, I always get that question and I say to myself, there's no other life I know, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only know life with the twin, bro. So I really can't answer that.
Yeah.
It's been there all my life. So. But I won't lie, the perks of having a twin is constantly having someone who has, your confidence and he has your best interest. He's that voice that will never tutor you. He'll be honest with you all the
Yes.
time. And you always have a companion, bro. You're never alone. Like right now, my brother has started his own family, but it still feels as if he stays with me.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't, because it's just like a phone call away. Even if we see some stupid shit, he gives me a call like, "Yo, bro, check out this stupid shit." So
it's like a lifelong friend as well.
A lifelong friend, bro, and I appreciate it so much. And I only understood this when I turned, I think, 18, because we separated for quite a while. And I started to experience Sizwe alone, you know, who Sizwe is, you know, and I understood by that Sizwe is part and parcel of Lizwe.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
And the reason I'm saying that is because when he came back, I saw the energy that he brought back into my life again. I was like, damn, man.
There was something missing, but you couldn't pinpoint it.
You know, not that I had a problem or anything, but, you know, I understood the energy that came with it. And I thank God for it. You know, they always say, when we meet elders and stuff, they always say, twins are always a blessing to a certain generation. You come with change, you come with different energy, you come with, you know, come with more love, you're trying to bring back society and families together. And when I look at me and my brother, and it's the type of energy we have on people. And you know, anyone who knows us knows us for the energy that we have.
Yeah.
And
we've had some dope nights. Oh, no. That bachelor party was a night I would never forget, but we're not going to get too deep into that. Were you two like the twins that have matching outfits and everything, or you guys were you opposed to that?
Well, growing up, my mother wanted that for us, and we hated it so much, bro. I won't even lie, because it brings so much attention to us, you know, and sometimes you just want a break, bro. You don't want to get so much attention. Just give us a break, and can we just be Sizwe and Lizwe?
Yeah.
You know, for a day, bro. So when we are old enough to say no, that's when. But my mother's like, I don't care. Who gets to buy the clothes? Yeah.
If you guys are going to dress exactly how I want you to dress.
Niggas better stop buying your own damn clothes.
Hey, I hate that line. If you want to dress how you want to dress, start buying your own clothes.
You know,
type of thing.
Yeah, but as soon as we got a voice, we changed everything. Actually.
Completely,
yeah,
nah?
Completely.
Have you ever used being twins for nefarious reasons? Like, Ntwana, this one is calling me, nah? But I don't want to meet with her. Can you just switch places, nah? And I go there because I have to go do that, and you come do that.
Why is that? That's always the question that we get.
Because, I mean, people think about it. I'm like,
Yeah, we have.
Nah. You care to share, or you don't want to expose?
Okay, I'll just share a story, man. It was my then girlfriend's birthday. We were in high school, and we told each other, okay, I told him we're going to meet there. I just want to go to town quickly, buy her something, and then I'll get you guys there. So he went there, and he got there first. And she had never formally met my brother, but she knew that I was a twin. And then, because I told her I got you something, and please come through and get it. So she's excited. But Lizzo gets there first. So she's like running, you know, oh, baby,
type of thing.
Then she jumps on top of Lizzo, like starts smooching him. Lizzo's like, hold up.
It's not me.
No, you lying.
No ways.
Why would you come here if you were Lizzo? It was like, no, he said we should meet here. It's like, no, you lying. No, please don't do this to me, baby. No, come here. And Lizzo being Lizzo, he just went on with it. But we were still kids, man. So
savage.
That's just one of the stories.
That's just one. There's probably plenty,
thousands,
you know.
Thousands.
You said most you guys started out as models together.
Yeah.
At what point did any one of you decide who we're going to be in the entertainment industry? Was it you first, or was it Lizwe?
The crazy part about us, bro, these things just happen in sync. That's why I think our journey is very spiritual, you know. It's not like one day we decide we're both going to do this. It's like it actually chooses us to, you know, fall in love with it and take the path of whatever we do. And like, for example, we didn't decide that we're going to perform together. Like, it so happened that he got his first gig, which was Tempe Pushers. I don't know if you know Tempe Pushers, bro.
God.
That's way back. Yeah.
When that show was playing every Sunday, I was there, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
8 o'clock I was there, Papa.
So that was his first gig. And
Gulube Sangshiya. Gulube Sangshiya. Type of thing.
yeah. And he sort of like excelled more. And for other people, it was like, aren't you jealous or anything? But I was like, no, don't you understand? He just plugged me on as well.
Yeah.
You know, I have the confidence of going to anyone and saying, hey, did you check my episode on Tempe Pushes?
Legend.
You know?
Legend. You know?
So when that happened, our energy started gravitating towards, the performance industry.
Yeah.
And we loved it, bro. And the nice thing about us is that you never get to do your script alone.
Yeah.
I rehearse with my brother half of the time, and he critiques me and is like, I don't know about that choice, bro, but make me understand why
Justify as to why
justify those choices. And I was like, no, this is what I was thinking. There's like, no, actually, if you gravitate towards this, it might just resonate with the crowd as opposed to the character that you're trying to create.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, cool, I love that. So that's how it just worked out, bro. And people always ask, how are you guys both in the industry? It's like, I don't know. Can't give an answer, but yeah.
You guys rejected the matching outfits but accepted the matching careers.
Nice one.
Type of thing. It was that type of thing. Because you're both in the same game, and you said you guys help each other out and you each other's prompt, you critique each other properly. Is there any form of healthy competition that exists?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. We're very competitive people. We're very competitive individuals. Actually, come from a competitive family.
Yes.
So we always have the urge of doing your best, no matter what, no matter how tight. Don't make excuses because nobody cares.
That's so true. In this industry, nobody cares about your excuses.
Work harder.
Yeah. Ulahliwe on Thursday, you have to go shoot. On Friday, you have to show up.
Show up.
All the time.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Yeah, you can vent in the green room, man.
But nobody cares.
Nobody cares one bit. And as much as you have a healthy relationship, a healthy competition that pushes one another, have you ever had a toxic competition which potentially could have ruined the relationship that you two have?
I won't say toxic per se, but we've had our toxic phases, because for me it just means that we were just getting to understand each other more in depth of who are we, what is this relationship that we have
when you're faced with a challenge.
It's like siblings who fight all the time end up being the best of friends as time goes by.
That's me and my brother.
And it's a beautiful thing, bro. It doesn't happen to everyone, but when it does happen, you need to give thanks to.
Yeah, it strengthens the relationship, especially if you both want to find common ground, not, oh, I'm right, you are wrong type of thing. I also kind of do that with my brother when we do have a little bit of, mishaps type
Which
of
is
thing.
bound to happen.
It's like, hey, sorry, man. Sometimes I forget it's those thing of two bulls in a crawl type of thing, Yes, you're the oldest, yes, nam the indota. So that clash is gonna happen, but the growth in your relationship comes when you both try to find common ground.
Yes.
And what I've noticed is always apologizes first, and for me, I'm like, okay, this is my brother at the end of the day. We can't have beef, because when there's beef, but tense. When the two oldest brothers in the house are beefing, it literally, the whole household environment becomes tense type of thing. So we took it upon ourselves to always find that common ground.
Yeah, you need to. Like, you'd be so shocked if you find me and Lisa having an argument. It's literally like a split second. Okay, so how are we moving forward with this
type of thing? Yeah.
So remember that idea? Talk about man. Let's do that shit. Or he actually cracks a joke after that. I remember this other time. It was back in 2019. We used to work for a casting agents. And we had a fight, like a rough fight. We were drunk as fuck. And it was
Tlogela di jealousy.
it was crazy to a point that there was knives, there was, blood all over, it was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But we woke up the next morning, I had like a huge gap here, and he had, I can't remember what happened, but, and we just looked at each other and we laughed, bro. Like, what are we doing again? Like, what are we doing?
Like we almost killed each other last night. Now we're
Bro,
laughing.
Then we gave our boss a call and we're like, what's good, man? It's like, I don't want to talk to you guys. Like, where are you? Like, we're sorry, bro. We're coming to work right now. We say, don't come to work. But we're coming either way, man.
Bloodied up, patches, everything.
Bro, it was crazy. But that's how we got so much love for each other.
Yeah.
It just happens now, then it's gone.
And then you make up.
We make
afterwards.
up, and we don't drag it into the next conversation or the next fight.
It stays in the past.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
about
really
it now,
amazing.
and it's done.
Apart from the nefarious thing where Lizwe done was like where the girl came and was like, I'm gonna carry on this vibe.
Yeah.
Have you two ever had to compete for one woman?
No.
Never.
Never, bro, because we got different tastes.
Yeah.
Totally different tastes.
What's your taste so that the woman can advertise themselves? What is your taste, Papa?
I like them thick and juicy, bro.
That's right. I like my girls BBW.
No BBW.
Oh.
It has to be booty, bro. Definitely booty.
Yeah. You're an African man.
But, yeah, I'm an African man.
Yes, I turned in yam.
Yeah, and he likes them petite and slender to go shopping with. The type of vibe.
Nice candy.
Yeah,
type of vibe.
Yeah.
You're not kubanini candy. Guys, as jolly lana type. Since you very in touch with your grandmother's side, were your parents very traditional? In the sense of your upbringing?
My dad was very traditional.
Yeah.
But my mom was more of a church person.
Yeah.
Still is.
Yeah.
But my dad was the one who brought the traditional elements. But the beauty about me and Lisa, we were raised by so many people. So we learned different elements from a lot of people. But the person who played a huge role in us being traditionalists was my dad, definitely.
Your dad, nah.
Yeah.
Was it so traditional to the point where having the talk about the birds and the bees was kind of weird? Was like, no, you guys are gonna learn that on your own when you grow up.
So crazy. My mother, I, even still now, I can't even see her having that talk with me because she's like, how am I even going to start this conversation?
Danam, when two people, no, mom, just stop.
Stop it.
Just stop right there.
But my dad was like, hey man, are you guys, hooking up with chicks now?
Yeah.
It's like, so are you guys ready to get circumcised?
Type of thing.
It was like, okay, I think like it's a lot. One question at a time. You just asked us about chicks. Can we answer that first?
And then we'll answer about the circumcision,
like, no.
and then we'll answer relationships and everything.
But he was like, I think you guys are grown now. Probably starting to get boners and shit.
Yeah.
So I think you guys need to do the right thing. He actually spoke, he had a conversation as if we already knew the stuff. Which is quite awkward, bro. It's like,
I mean, he sounds like, hey, these are pretty boys. They probably they doing a lot.
Something.
So I'm not gonna speak as if they don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak because they probably do know. Type
bro,
of thing.
It's so crazy. So I used to stay with my aunt during the whole high school phase because I thought I was going to be an accountant at some point, and I really loved accountancy.
Me too.
So shit.
Yeah.
We love money, bro. That's why
we
want to make
love
sure
money.
that to keep that budget tight.
Very, very tight. That's why I was Joel.
I don't know about that.
Budget's tight. Yeah.
So my brother stayed with my parents. So at this time, my dad fetched us to take us to school, and my dad was having a conversation with my brother, and he's like, "So, who's dating that chick?" And I'm like to him, "Yeah, my dad's talking about chicks just like that with Liz.
Out of the blue.
And Liz was like, yeah, that's my chick. Remember the other day we went to go check on the other one we had? And it's like, yo, yeah. When I was sipping on, it's like, yeah, that one's not
Not the
it's
one.
not vibing anymore. So I got this one. I was like, oh, and it's like, okay, cool. We should go check out the other one now. And I'm like, Heban.
Just
What's
like
happening
that.
here?
Just like that.
And I didn't believe him when he told me that. Oh, I talked to dad about chicks and stuff, and we go together. We, check and he's cool. I'm like, it's a lie.
It
I
can't be.
It can't
be. It can't be.
That same day, bro, I took my chick to my dad. I'm like, hey, timer, nangumuntu.
Same time. How old were you at the time?
I was 16. Yeah, 16. And my dad was like, oh, cool. Hi, how are you?
Type of thing.
My dad's like, wow, look at this guy. I was like, you look so beautiful. What's your name?
Perfect for my son.
My name is. It's like, wow, you're too cute for my son. Eh? That's why I must treat her right? It's like, what do you want, mama? I'm like, why is he smooth talking about girlfriend?
Like, nigga, what going here?
But he was a cool guy, man.
Yeah,
I learned a lot from him. He was young at heart. Even that's why I'm young at heart. Even
The birds and bees talk that I got from my dad was he was painting that day. I brought a go home. Next day, he called me to the front. Tabil is up. Okay, I go to the front. It's like, and I'm like, no, it's just my friend.
Just a friend.
We all know that's BS. He's painting there. He's like, well, at least I'll cook gay.
At least.
Was I not crying, bro? I was literally in stitches. I was like, so my father thought I was gay. Like,
damn.
a whole me.
You took too long, bro. You took too long.
You could have asked me when I was like 16, 17 type of vibe, know. But after having those, young conversations with the birds and the bees, talk with your father, what has been your experience with the birds and the bees, relationships, sex and all of that?
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. When parents say to you, Ntanam, Linda, take your time, they really mean take your time. Because especially being in an urbanized area like Johannesburg, bro, everything is happening so quick, so fast. You don't have time to actually build something, and the expectations are crazy, bro. So
expect a lot.
For me, it's like you need to take your time, bro. Get that guap first. Make sure that you build yourself. You work on yourself first. Don't rush into it, but take your time, man. Because it's a concrete jungle out here.
It is a concrete jungle, literally.
Rather have a broken heart and have money than have a broken heart and be broke, bro.
That's what's up. This thing is speaking to me. I'd rather have a broken heart with money because,
Yeah, man. Work on yourself. Make sure that you don't lose yourself trying to build another person. There's a verse that I love. It says, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life.
But
protect your heart. It's a Bible verse, bro.
I don't expect you
to.
What do they call us? I'm a 2000s.
Yeah, guard your heart. Guard your heart, man. It's crazy out here, and expectations. And because, truth be told, the monetary system has actually effed up everything. From culture to societal values to expectations. It has monetized relationships.
Money is holding relationships together, and it's masked as the fact that it's
actually
love.
holding relationships to ransom, bro.
Nah?
It's crazy.
Hectic.
So,
knowing me that when I love hard.
Yeah.
Proper. And I don't want to give my heart to someone who's gonna throw it away as soon as my guap dries up, type of thing.
Quick tip: don't love too hard. Unganamali. Useless.
You know what that means? You know what that means? But what has your most recent breakup taught you about yourself?
I think I just made this point. Never lose yourself.
Yeah.
Never lose yourself. Always make sure that you put yourself first in everything.
Yeah.
Never. You know, I guess when you're born in a space where your parents show you so much love and they give like with everything to you, you sort of learn that culture, you know, and you do the same to other people. But truth be told, other people are not ready for that type of energy.
Yes.
You know, and that's why I'm saying, even if you go into a relationship, make sure that you are aware that Tabile is going into a relationship.
Yes.
Because once you lose Tabile, you've lost the relationship. Because now you are the person that she wants you to be. And you've stopped living your life, you know. She comes and says, "No, I don't like it when you smoke." Okay, baby. Now you
stop
smoking in the corners
smoking.
now.
Yeah,
You know,
Tabango, you smoke too much weed, type
You
of
know.
thing. Now you must, yeah.
no, don't conform. Don't lose yourself.
But I think there's a thin line between staying true to who you are and sticking to habits that are detrimental to who you are.
True. I guess if you can differentiate between the both,
Yes.
you're good.
Yeah.
You know, you're good. You're in a good place. You'll never lose yourself, but you know when it's toxic, it's toxic.
It's toxic,
So long
yeah.
as you're aware of that journey, it's all good, bro. And don't rush, man.
I think
Don't
I've been
rush.
rushing. A part of me has been rushing.
Because
you know?
your heart yearns for love, because it's been given so much love. But sometimes you make that mistake giving someone who's not ready for love, who has their own issues. They need to, you know, you need to remember that as black people, we don't have psychologists on our spirit dial, bro.
Yeah, we
You know,
don't.
And
We don't.
psychology is healthy. I would advise anyone, if you can afford it, do it.
Yes.
You know, a healthy mind is a healthy life.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, if you can't afford it, self-help books is also a start.
True.
It's a start because it opens up your mind to things that potentially could be triggering to you.
Yeah.
You know, because hey, therapy is mad expensive.
Yeah, true.
And
True.
you know, our government doesn't provide mental health awareness programs. A lot of them to our impoverished people. That's why I think South Africa has a crisis of drinking.
Bro.
As well, our people drink a lot.
I've been drinking more.
Oh, alcohol. Yo, Baba, for the past 5 days.
Would
Did you check on me?
Wang Pai.
Yeah. But that Zulu guy killed that.
Yeah, that's my homie, bro. We're actually working on a dope project together, and yeah, you'll see.
You'll see.
Some good stuff coming out.
Do you have anyone that got away?
Anyone that got away?
I was literally playing that Katy Perry song this morning before I came here. The one that got away.
Let me think about it, bro. And I'd say got away because of what I contributed towards the relationship.
If you're willing to share.
Let me think about it. The fact that I'm thinking about it so much.
Taking you down memory lane.
Yeah, I'm down memory lane. I don't have the one that got away, bro.
Maybe you are the one that got away to
I'm
a
the
lot
one
of
that
them.
got away.
You know? You're the one that got away.
Yeah, because, hey, man, as I'm saying to you, I protect my heart, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, because I know I'm a guy who gives earnestly, but in me giving, I'm aware of who I'm giving it to.
Yes.
So I
You should
make
be
sure.
aware of takers because they never know when to stop.
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
if you're a
They
giver.
continuously take up until you have nothing to give.
Yeah, and then they move on to the next.
you know, and then you left all alone.
You know,
I've
you're
been
not
drinking
cooking
more
alcohol. You know, still on this topic of the birds and the bees. Do you believe in soul ties?
I think at some point in the universe, soul ties did exist, but Nowadays, nah,
doesn't.
bro. We're so out of tune with the universe that we can't expect the universe to, bring us our soul ties. Because
because I mean I don't like to call people old. I'll call you experienced. You're not even old. Hey, you young.
Yeah, no, I'm young.
You're still part of the youth.
Come
As
on.
experienced as you are within relationships and everything, you just said that soul ties used to be a thing back then. How is it different back then to it is now? I mean, in terms of what you're saying. Back then, how was the soul tie energy type thing?
I like to think back in the day, we depended on Earth, on Mother Earth, the universe to provide for us. Now we depend on man to provide for us.
Yes.
And that's a huge switch up, bro. The fact that you need to respect your boss because he's the man of the house. He
Yes.
provides for you. That notion on its own is crazy, bro. And hence I was saying that the land repossession thing for me is the biggest thing, because if you don't have land, you can't plant anything.
And if you can't plant,
and
nothing's
you can't
gonna
feed
grow.
your family.
Yeah.
Then you need to depend on someone else to feed your family. Once you're depending on when you start depending on men, you lose the whole notion of depending on the universe, of respecting Umvelingang as the sole creator and the sole provider of everything here on earth.
Yes.
So the minute you lose that aspect of life, you lose the whole essence of life.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, relationships are meant to be something,
Where you grow and build together.
grow and build. How you gonna grow and build with a baddie, bro? She's not even trying to create generational wealth.
She's just trying to eat,
she
and
wants
eat.
Gucci's, Louis Vuittons. She doesn't wanna. She can't vision. The whole notion of let's create for the next generation.
Yes, let's wait on the
Let's wait,
spending, on everything, and by the time, because
I'm not against the whole Gucci thing and whatnot.
yeah, no,
but,
of course not. I mean, if you can get it, then go get it.
go
girl.
get it. But Gucci doesn't know you either way. So
Yeah,
it's
Gucci don't
fine.
know you.
Like I'm for a woman saying, I want to create my own brand.
Yes.
And bring it to a level where it's recognized. Like I'm on my class.
Yes.
Yes, I see.
Something
I fucks
like
with
that.
But don't tell me that you expect me to buy you a Gucci,
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton.
It's that thing of there's a certain element because women, beauty is their commodity, right?
True.
I'm not saying all. A few beautiful women they have that sense of entitlement because they are beautiful. It's that thing of
Sorry to disturb you. Like I once heard this chick I used to date. She's like, I'm too beautiful to be broke.
do you work first?
Okay.
Like, does she work? Does she hustle on her own?
I guess the beauty is the hustle then, bro.
Yeah.
I was like,
Honestly, I could never date such. That's why they say baddies are for fun. I get it because
Yeah.
some of them have that mentality.
but I like baddies.
why?
You know why?
Why?
Because if there were no baddies, you wouldn't know what's the right thing, bro. So you
Created a binary so that we know we can differentiate.
So I actually recommend a guy to go through a few baddies so that you can recognize what you want in life.
Yeah.
Because the illusion of thinking that a baddie is, yo, chicken on Instagram, yeah. And then she's
Zomshata.
here. Then you're like, yeah. So go through that.
Every week, what like girlfriend allowance? She wants to go out, drinks, girls' nights out. You must be paying, and all of those things.
Yeah. So that you can see Instagram doesn't come cheap.
No, that's I cannot vibe with that shit. Shame. Do you also, in terms of like the soul ties with the energy and the universe, and do you believe you can absorb someone's energy when you connect with them sexually?
True, most definitely. When that's actually one of my go-tos. It has to be energy, bro. I have to smell those pheromones that you let go, and it needs to produce some, chemical, reaction in me that makes me feel like,
those butterflies that they talking about.
You are the one.
Type of thing.
And if the energy is not there, I don't force it at all.
Nah.
Because I'm guided by my energy in everything that I do. You know, even if I get a job today and my energy is out of place, I'm not going to take it.
You know what they say?
What do you say, bro?
Relationships are like farts. If you force it, it's probably shit. Oh my God. But like, was there an instance, yes, you weren't quite sure about the energy, your intuition was telling you was off, but you still went through with it?
Yeah.
And at what point did you be like, no, I'm not feeling like myself after that encounter? And what were you doing, and like, what were the things that were happening?
A lot of times, bro, because I mean, like every other guy, you are eluded by the idea of getting someone beautiful, an Instagram chick, you know, and like, yo, I'm done, I'm tired, and she's got the feels for me. And then you use your emotions as opposed to your intuition.
Yeah, and your logical thinking.
And then you end up, you know, in a tight spot where you're like, yo, how do I get myself into this?
Yeah.
And then she now has expectations from you, and you now can't deliver based on those expectations. And you're like, actually, I'm not going to do this. Then,
you don't love me?
You don't love me? I'm like,
you know?
Okay.
You can't even put two and two together.
Like, what's happening now? You know, when you start losing yourself, now you end up rent in the name of love.
To impress somebody.
Impress somebody, dog.
I think I was also at that point. You know, when you touch a bit of stardom and then you exposed to so many people, because now a lot of women want access to you because now you the new kid on the block.
True.
And you get lost in that source. And then what do you start doing? I used to live in Malvo once upon a time. Biggest trap ever. Every weekend I was there. Every weekend.
Yeah.
Just for the, you know, to get that energy, like, bazo ketamine.
Have you noticed though that the artists that are always on 7th are not okay?
Yes.
They're not okay, bro. They're going through some...
That is so
It's
true.
a topic for another day.
It's a topic for another day. Maybe a part 2 with Sizwe.
Yeah.
You know, the artists on 7th are not okay. Whenever they're walking, I never see them smiling.
Bro.
There's always something wrong.
It's that phantom of, I'm okay, I'm happy, everything's good in my life. Can't you? You all know, dog.
You see those people that drink every weekend and say, something wrong there. It's a lie. We all came from that point. There was a time I was drinking so much in the name of, I'm just enjoying my life, my stardom.
And then you're going through a lot, bro.
And then when you put it down, and then you sit with yourself, and then you realize, no, this was a numbing agent, and it was working. Then I was like, you know what? I need to leave Malvo.
True.
I need to leave Malvo. Best decision of my life.
Best decision you ever made in your life.
Best, you know.
Because energy, people give off energy, and you don't want that energy, you know, getting stuck to
who you are, in your soul,
bro.
you know. It can drag you down.
It can drag you down, and it takes so much work to get yourself out of that space.
Yeah.
You know, spiritually, you know, you need to align yourself with the people who vision the same visions that you have. So if you have people who are always drunk, those emotions are numb all the time, half the time, bro. So how are you focused on what you need to do? So yeah.
And when you do absorb like these negative energies that do take over, do you have a way of cleansing? Your personal way of cleansing?
Yeah, most definitely. I have a morning routine, you know. When I wake up, first things first, I try and meditate, you know. And a lot of people say meditation is so hard. No, it's not, bro. It's not hard. You just sit down with your thoughts and you start breathing. Start with breathing first. Focus on listening to yourself breathe. You know, obviously because you need to try and practice it a lot, you need to get better at it, you know, because your attention span is the issue right now. So you need to focus on listening to yourself breathing. And then after that, you can just bring one thought that you want to work on. Like, for example, it could be physical health. And then now you start intentionally thinking about thoughts that are going to bring life to you, like physically. You know, thinking about working out, thinking about eating right. You know, you are intentionally thinking about those type of things. You know, and then after that, I read. You know, because in the morning, that's when your brain is vibrating at a high frequency. So the more you consume energy and knowledge, the more it actually attracts the type of vibes that you take out.
Yes.
So I read. Then after that, I work out.
Yeah.
You know, the body needs to breathe.
Yes.
Breathe out all the toxins and all that stuff. After working out, I jump into work.
Same time.
Because now I'm ready.
You're ready.
I'm ready.
Cleansed
It
of
doesn't
all
happen
that
all the
negative
time
energy.
because
yeah.
obviously when you get a call time for 5 a.m., you know, and you just slept at 2 a.m.
Learning those lead lines, eh?
You know, bro.
And the lead actor's probably got like 8 pages for the day.
Bro.
Tabang.
So you need, when I can, I do it. And even if in a day, like at lunchtime, I just take a moment, even if it's 5 minutes, just to breathe, you know, come back to myself, come back to my senses, and start intentionally channeling the energy that I want to put out into the universe.
Yeah.
Because not channeling is channeling at the same time.
Yes.
You know, so it's important to make that decision before the universe makes that decision for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sizwe Khumbuza, ladies and gentlemen, aka Godfather. This was What Do You Bring to the Table? I'm your host, Tabile Tao, aka Tabs Mateli Tubbies, and we are signing out. Dangopa.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me.
You cannot find replacement types of statements I be making. Khuzuga monthly, daily funds, escaping, silent vacate. Pulling up funds and statements on the table, time to shake it. Who need a plan to make it? Hands are naked, I'm elated.